12 sheep have been stranded on rocks amidst a rising tide. Farmer Mark Mahon was left fearing for their lives.
I did, at a time, just said, that's it. They're gone.
The RNLI team was scrambled to try and save the sheep from being swept out to sea.
RNLI were going into an area of the loch which is extremely dangerous.
Paul McGeehan was tasked with navigating the boats through these treacherous waters.
The first risk we had was to work our way in as close as we could to the sheep.
They were clearly cut off from the rest of the shore. As we were approaching, and we're still in fairly deep water, there's some dolphins that hang out around Portaferry and Strangford, and they were sort of still swimming around the boat. But then when they left, then we knew, OK, this is getting shallower.
There was just too many rocks, too many submerged objects, so we just had to just wait for the tide to rise, which was only a matter of minutes.
That was a hard thing to do, to stand and look at them knowing I'm here, I want to help. I just couldn't.
We knew that eventually, they would be probably forced into the water.
I did, at a time, just said, that's it. They're gone. I had said to myself, that's them.
While the lifeboat crew waited for the tide to rise, Mark was praying for a miracle.
I've always heard that sheep can swim. I never had the opportunity of ever seeing it.
Unbeknownst to Mark, the rescue team had a carefully orchestrated plan.
As what I know with sheep is once one goes, they all go.
One struck out and started swimming, and then the rest then started streaming after it.
Plan was, if one went, the last thing it wants to see is a bright orange boat with blue flashing lights and yellow suits. My hope was that once they seen that, they would swim extremely fast towards the shore.
And that's when I started to, inside me, sort of cheer them on, to just say, go on, do it, do it. The heads lifted up, and I could see their wee hoofs. The work they were putting in to move forward, I thought, they're going to make it, they're going to make it.
With the sheep caught in waters running at a dangerous 5-knot tide, the RNLI strategically positioned themselves to aid the flock's rescue.
Being downstream would mean that as the tide is moving, they would naturally be pushed towards us.
They all landed on shore, bar one. The local Coastguard was able to capture that. So all 12 sheep were safely brought back to shore.
I was never so glad to see them.
For all the crew, including Molly, this was their first ever sheep rescue, and it will be one that she'll never forget.
Some of us were quite amazed that they were such good swimmers. Yeah, they just got onto land and seemed to be fine, yeah.
All the conditions leading to that were perfect for us to manoeuvre in there. Had it been windier, had it been not as much cloud for us to see the sea bottom, it could have been a completely different outcome.
A lot of thanks for the volunteers from the RNLI and also from the Coastguard. The quickness of them arriving on the scene would have been critical to the situation that happened, so I'm extremely thankful.